Good afternoon, Elizabeth. I am back again, and it was currently a couple days ago just Easter. So I thought that it would be a great time to read an Easter story to you. This Easter story might come a little bit differently for our friends in Illinois, which is all of you. This is called Tiny the Wisconsin Easter Bunny because we all know that Mrs. Fletcher is from Wisconsin. So I had to bring out my Wisconsin book for Easter. This story is told by Eric James. So I'm going to show you the front cover. Okay, it's Easter morning in Wisconsin, and Tiny is out for a jog, which is like a run. But he stops in his tracks and discovers the Easter Bunny who is stuck in a log. So I bet you that Tiny is going to help out the Easter Bunny. One bright Easter morning, while out for a jog, Tiny hears, "Help! I'm stuck in a log." So Tiny is out for a jog, but he hears someone stuck in a log. Who do you think that could be? Make a prediction based off of what I just read the summary to you. He scratches his head thinking, who could that be? It sounded like Fluff. I had better go see. And he's called a badger runner. And the reason he's called a badger runner is because in the state of Wisconsin, our mascot, which is like our known animal that we have, is called the badger. Fluff's in a log with her feet in the air. Hey, Fluff, what on earth are you doing there? So the Easter Bunny's name in this story is Fluff. And look at, stuck in this spot. Oh no, I wonder how Tiny will get Fluff out of that log. A sad little voice from an echoing space says, I thought this would make a good egg hiding place. You poor Easter Bunny, says Tiny while giggling. I'll get you back out. Just hold tight and stop wriggling. And you have all these different animals looking at Tiny and Fluff, and down there is the Easter basket with all those eggs that Fluff was trying to hide. Tiny pulls hard using all of his might. He tries and he tries, but his friend is stuck tight. Look at, there's Fluff's little legs, but unfortunately Tiny is trying his hardest, cannot get Fluff out. My eggs, sighed poor Fluff. Who'll deliver them now? I'll do it, says Tiny. Fluff laughs and asks, how? Don't worry, dear Fluff. Leave it all up to me. I watched you last Easter. How hard can it be? So I bet you that the Easter Bunny, Fluff, is probably thinking, well, it's pretty hard to be me. I don't know if you can do it, Tiny. Do you guys think that Tiny can do it? He is an elephant. This bunny looks funny. Yes, something is wrong. His feet are too big and his nose is too long. His skin isn't furry. It's wrinkled and rough. His tail is too thin and it's not even made of fluff. So look at Tiny as the Easter Bunny. Too cute. He's traveled through Green Bay and Racine already. He's all out of puff and his legs feel unsteady. He is much bigger than Fluff, so of course he's going to get a little bit more tired faster. Green Bay and Racine are in Wisconsin, so you're going to be hearing a lot of different cities from Wisconsin. Hopefully you'll hear the city that I used to live in. He hops, then he stops, then he hops a bit more, then he stops all the hopping and flops to the floor. He is tired. I wonder if he'll make it to all of the kids. Hello, squeaks a mouse in his fake bunny ear. Oh my, how you've grown since I met you last year. I'm Marvin, remember? You're running quite late. I'll help if you like. Tiny nods and says, great. So now Tiny's little helper is who? Marvin the Mouse. They head down to Madison, rush through the streets, delivering handfuls of chocolatey treats. Next, Eau Claire, Milwaukee, and Williams Bay too. There's not much time left, but there's so much to do. Speed up, Marvin squeaks, or we'll finish too late. Dig under the hedge and hop over the gate. So hopefully they are able to work as a team and finish in time. The Door County house has a fence all around. Poor Tiny tries digging. Oh, we've got a visitor. Down into the ground. But the hole is too small, or his body's too big. How odd, Marvin thinks. I thought bunnies could dig. This Kenosha house has a really high wall. Jump up, Marvin squeaks. Come on, give it your all. So Tiny jumps up, but comes down with a thump. How odd, Marvin thinks. I thought bunnies could jump. So do you think that Marvin is going to figure out that this Easter bunny is not really a bunny? He is an elephant. There's something not right, Marvin says. Let me see. He scratches his chin and thinks, what can it be? You're not very fast. Well, just look at those legs. You're not very careful. You've cracked half the eggs. So do you think Marvin is slowly figuring it out? You do not have whiskers. You're no good at hopping. Those ears look quite fake. And that's no bunny dropping. Aha! Now I've got it. He jumps to his toes. No bunny is born with a trunk for nose. So he's using those clues to figure out that Tiny is not the real Fluff, is not the real Easter bunny. Tiny starts crying. He wails, oh yes, it's true. I thought I could do the things real bunnies do. Don't worry, it's fine. Marvin squeaks, being nice. Do you mind if I offer a little advice? You need to start using the talents you've got. Be proud to be you. Don't be something you're not. And they were in Peninsula State Park. Tiny is looking quite sad, but Marvin is being a really good friend and trying to cheer him up. What talents, says Tiny. What things can I do? He blows his big nose and then, achoo! Eureka! Squeaks Marvin from high in a tree. That wonderful big trunky nose is the key. It's strong and it's long, it can pick things up too. It's perfect for seeing this Easter job through. We'll put it to work just as soon as we can. Let's head down to Appleton, test out this plan. So his big, long nose is going to help out. This house has a fence, and this house has a wall. But with Tiny's big nose, there's no problem at all. His long nose lifts up, reaches over the top, and he drops an egg down on the lawn with a plop. And look at the hole in this fence. That'll do. There's room for an egg and a trunk to fit through. Now the job seems quite easy. Well, that's how it goes when an elephant uses his brains and his nose. Elephants are actually very intelligent, very smart animals. So see how he uses his trunk over the fence and he goes in the hole through the fence. But daylight is breaking, the sun starts to rise, and home after home stands in front of their eyes. I don't think we'll make it, squeaks Marvin. Oh dear! Hang on, Tiny shouts. I've a marvelous idea. He sucks all the Easter eggs into his nose, and when his trunk's full, he takes aim, then he blows. So what is he doing with his trunk and all those houses when the sun is rising up and it's now Easter time? Where are all those eggs going to go? Because he's got that ginormous trunk. If you guess they're going to go to all the houses, you are right. Look at those eggs blasting out of his trunk. landing on a lawn with a thunk, 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 thunk. The basket's soon empty. We did it! Hooray! Come on, let's help Fluff. Oh, I hope she's okay. So Fluff is still in that log, and now they're going to go try to rescue Fluff. Do you think they will get out the Easter Bunny? Do you think that every kid or everybody in the whole world is going to have an Easter egg because of his trunk? We'll have to find out. Hey, Fluff, Easter's saved. I will get you out now. Thank you, shouts Fluff. But you'll get me out. How? At the side of the pond, Tiny dips in his trunk. He drinks and he drinks till the water's all drunk. And using his nose as a huge water hose, he blows through the log. Do you think he's going to shoot out Fluff with his nose and all the water in his trunk? Do you think that'll work? Make a prediction. Look at Fluff. Up she goes. Is she out of the log, and how did that happen? Did Tiny save the day twice by getting out Fluff and saving Easter? Happy Easter, Wisconsin! So Tiny and Marvin helped Fluff save Easter. How many Easter eggs are in this picture? So I'm going to show this very closely to you, and I want you to think how many Easter eggs are in this picture, and it's a 2-pager. Any Easter eggs? You're looking on the bottom of it and the top. Ooh, I see this bird has an Easter egg. There was an Easter egg down here with the leaf. Oh, this little chipmunk has an Easter egg. And there was an Easter egg in the log, right where Fluff was, and one in the tree. So if you saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you would be pretty close to being right. There might have even been a 6th there. I hope that you learned a little bit about my home state and had fun while listening to a different animal become the Easter Bunny and helping out a friend. That was a really good deed. I bet you that Tiny truly filled up Fluff's bucket, as well as Marvin helping to fill up Tiny's bucket by helping.